Now back here, the thousands of customers of Shein, the Chinese fast fashion online retailer, might be interested to know how they do it so cheaply. For more or less a standing start in 2020, Shein has become one of the UK's ninth most popular clothing and footwear retailer, overtaking Boohoo, H&M and John Lewis. Global data forecasts that by 2028, that is, Shein will have overtaken Zara and Asda to become the joint sixth largest with TK Maxx. There were few answers about the basis of their success from Shein's lawyer when MPs asked her about the risk of forced labour in its cotton supply chain. She refused to say. I think it is fair to say. And Joel was listening. It was pretty interesting, wasn't it?
It was remarkable. These things rarely happen. Look, consumers adore Shein, but politicians are far more cautious. MPs today were furiously quizzing one of the company's executives about working conditions in the thousands of factories it sources clothing from across China, but also about the company's plans to list on the London Stock Exchange. And it's fair to say they were extremely unhappy with the answers that they got, what answers they got at all. One of Shein's most senior lawyers repeatedly refused to say whether or not the company allows its suppliers to use cotton from the Xinjiang region of China, where, as you know, on ITV News we've reported repeatedly about labour abuses and allegations of human rights abuses. She wouldn't even say whether Shein's clothing contain any Chinese cotton.
Yeah, this isn't a trick question, it's not a complicated question. In the products that you ship, will there be cotton from China?
So the suppliers we work with, most of them, they're based in regions...
It's actually a yes or no question, actually. Do you think that there is cotton from China in the products that you ship? Yes or no?
If you would allow me, we can provide written response after the hearing.
Right, OK.
So Yanju did say there that she will provide written follow-up evidence and more clarity, hopefully. And in the past, the company has said that it operates a zero-tolerance policy regarding forced labour. But several MPs had lost patience with her responses. One called them completely ridiculous. And the chair of the Select Committee, Tom, was deeply critical when he drew the session to a close. Have a listen to this.
You've given us almost zero confidence in the integrity of your supply chains. You can't even tell us what your products are made from. You can't tell us much about the conditions which workers have to work in. And the reluctance to answer basic questions has frankly bordered on contempt of the committee.
Ouch.
Ouch. That's putting it mildly.
Shein's original plan, Tom, was to list on the US stock market, but it ran into really ferocious political opposition there, partly because of the company's links to the Chinese state, but partly because of allegations of labour practices. Now, the company's not yet been granted formal position to list in London. It does sound as if the government's more open to the idea. If it does get the go-ahead, though, Tom, it will have to disclose more about its finances, more about its labour practices than it was willing to reveal today.
OK, Joel, thank you very much indeed.